I'm Teacher Daniel. So I hope you're having a wonderful day today. I'm going to give you a little bit of information about me to get to know me a little bit better and what I do. And I'll just talk a little bit about my journey. So about 15 years ago, I got married to my wife here in the Philippines. It was a beach wedding. Woohoo! It was really good. At the time, I was about, I don't know, I was very heavy, 110 kilos. So I was really big. And we had a nice beach wedding with lots of seafood and everything else. So about a year and a half later, to decide, what am I going to do? Am I going to go, because I'm from New York, am I going to go back to New York to get a job? From my old company, because I used to work in the wholesale electric power market, or do I want to stay in Asia with my family? So I decided to stay in Asia with my family. So my first house that I had built is near the beach. So it's probably 10 feet from the beach, and that's where I'm going to retire. It's all a poured cement house. It cost me a lot to build it, but I still got a lot to do. And so every day by boat, I would go into the small town, use the internet to apply for an ESL job. So I just have a bachelor's degree. So I kept on applying. And then on my birthday, it's pretty cool. I got a call from a South Korean company that wanted me to teach their elementary students. So I was on top of my roof. This is the third floor. I had two cell phones going at the same time because the internet connection was slow. And 3 days later, I'm in South Korea teaching. At the time, there wasn't a lot of regulations at the time, and it was very easy to go to teach in South Korea. So, that's my first experience teaching ESL. I've taught almost 15 years. 6 online will be very soon, and the rest is just in person, mostly teaching, South Korean public school kids. I've taught in Saudi Arabia. I've taught university students in Saudi Arabia, and also I taught at an oil refinery in Saudi Arabia. I've also taught in Myanmar. I taught at an international school in Myanmar, middle school students how to write. That was a lot of fun, actually. That was really, really a lot of fun. So that is, and right now, I've been teaching 6 years online. I've taught 31,000 classes. And I'm thinking about transitioning over to more creating material, ESL material, because to be honest with you, I'm getting bored of teaching so much. I like teaching, but I don't like teaching in big blocks. So if I teach 4 classes, have a break, 3 classes, mostly 3 classes and have a break, I'm good with that. I just don't want to teach a lot of classes anymore. But that's a little bit about me, and I'll tell you a little bit about my family. I have 3 kids. They're all teenagers. No. So my eldest daughter, I have to buy her a car soon because she's going to be going to university. She wants to be a dentist in Manila. And then I got 2 more kids, right near my eldest daughter, a couple of years apart. That's it. So I got to start saving for cars. I got to start saving for tuition. So I joke with my kids all the time, I'm never going to retire. But, and I tell my wife, honey, you need to get things organized because I'm retiring in 10 years. And she just laughs. But the good thing about the Philippines, my eldest daughter, she understands, everything going on here. And she always tells me, Daddy, don't worry about it. I will take care of you. Because here in the Philippines, once the kids start working, they give a percentage of their salary to their mom and dad. It's just part of the culture. Part of the culture. So I'm pretty happy about that, just a little bit, not much. And, I'm just looking to retire near the beach. I'm gonna build a boat. I can have a boat built very easily, a small boat, and I'm gonna call it Chicken Strong. Chicken Strong. That's the name of the boat. I think I'm gonna call it. And I just want my wife's cousins to teach me how to fish. Spend 2 weeks there, and then I have another house. This is my second house. It's 1.5 hours near Manila, and 2 weeks here teaching or doing whatever I want, because I can't do it there because there's no internet. And they haven't finished the road yet. They've been working on the road for 30 years. It's almost done, but not yet. So I got to go back and forth, by boat. And I've lived there before. I've lived there for 18 months, and I have to try to decide, what do I want to do there? Do I want to make a bakery? Last time I was there for 18 months, I opened a small store selling rice, sugar, and everything you could think of we sold. So it helps out. It helps out a little bit, right? It all helps out a little bit. And I have a big Rottweiler, and later on I'll probably get a couple Rottweilers. I have to train them and everything else. But I like dogs and other animals too. But there's a lot of chickens because they fight. They fight the chickens. So so there's a few dogs, but it's mostly chickens. It's mostly all chickens. Like where I live now, there's lots of chickens running around and roosters. And across the street from my house, they have probably 20 dogs because they sell the puppies. Yeah. So, and I have a big Rottweiler that really secures my property, and a lot of barbed wire and everything else. I just want to make sure it's secure for my family. So, that's really it. But I'm trying to think what else. Really, that's all really that's going on with me. It's just, I'm really just trying to take care of my family, making sure the kids are okay so they can go to university. My other two kids, they don't know what they want to do. My son likes art, so maybe he'll go to art school. My youngest daughter, Daniela, she loves Korean, anything. So maybe she's going to live in South Korea when she gets older, because we stayed in South Korea for 3 years, and the kids were 1.5 years old, 7 months old, and they were just very little. And my daughter loves Korean food. She loves Korean music. She loves Korean drama shows. So maybe in the future she'll want to live in Korea. But my son, I'm not sure. He likes drawing, but he's not really sure what he wants to do. It's really up to my kids. I don't tell them to go, you have to do this. You got to be a doctor. No. And I tell my wife, because my wife is Asian too. Don't do that to the kids. Don't say, you must be a doctor, you must be a dentist, you must be this, right? So I don't even give my kids input in it unless they want it, because I want them to decide what they want to do in life. It's not my life, right? It's their life. So just because I want them to do something, it doesn't mean they're going to be happy. They really need to pick what they want to do. And my eldest daughter is very good at that. And, so she already has it in her head, what she wants to do, everything else, but it changes. And I'm okay with that. As long as my kids are happy in the future, that's really all I care about. It's not about what they do for a living, so I can tell everyone, my daughter is a doctor. Woo! That doesn't matter to me, right? I'm an ESL teacher, but I worked in the business field for 10 years. I used to make lots of money, and I was miserable. So just because you make a lot of money doesn't mean you're happy. So since I've been teaching ESL 15 years ago, I'm happy. And I think that's a good lesson for my kids. And they see me, they see me teach and everything else, and they know I'm happy. I joke around about my students with them, and they laugh. And then, it's just, I think that's it. That's important for my kids nowadays. Is just, be happy with yourself. Be happy with what you do. If you don't like that, then switch it around. Do something else. Like, I was in the business field, I wasn't happy, so I switched it, and I found ESL job by accident, and I'm happy. I'm happier now. So, maybe my kids don't know what they want to do. A couple of my kids, but just keep on trying, and maybe they'll find something that they're happy with. Right. All right. So that's a little bit about me. I gotta go now. All right. Bye. See you later.